Good morning, everyone. I hope you're doing well. You're being safe today. So glad that you're back with me today to just to connect, just to see how everyone's doing. With what we're going through right now, we're just gonna keep it moving. We're gonna find an opportunity in this crisis, and we're gonna embrace it because nothing can hold us back, nothing can hold us down as long as we're stronger together and we're maintaining. So, thank you for joining me today. Just a couple quick pieces that I want to put out there for us. During I skipped yesterday, but during I think that was Sunday's message. I shared some resources, and then I just committed. I just made a decision. I want to commit to connecting you with some great educators and some great educators who are great resources and people that I value and help me be a better person, a better educator, and just to keep it moving. So I want to share two great resources, two great people that have some great resources that are available for you if you are a school leader in various positions, or if you have a high schooler. So first, going with the school leader piece. Good friend of mine, Steve Bowler. You may know Steve. He's a motivational speaker, national presenter. He's not. I think he's commonly known as Stand Tall Steve because um, but not just tall in stature, but he's tall in values and just a great positive message. Well, he has created for school leaders in various positions. Just it's not just principals, but school leaders in various positions. A free online course. There's some virtual. It's of course it's virtual presentations on some strategies in leading in the times that we're in now. Just being prepared. I think he says being prepared now for your school tomorrow. So they're going to discuss some things that's going on now, and then there are just some general leadership practices in place as well. And this is again totally free. I have to do is sign up. I'll include the link in this as I send it out today. And again, so it's Steve Bowler, great guy. I encourage you to connect with him on Twitter. He's also on Facebook. He's on social media. So you can hit him up that way. So the second educator I want to hook you up with, his name is Don Wettrick. Don is another great friend, powerful. He's a innovative, fearless, think different kind of guy. So he wrote a book called Pure Genius, and it gets us it's a step towards getting us out of thinking the traditional thinking. Well, this person's smart, that person's not smart. Is moving beyond that and moving beyond towards how are we making everybody work hard until they get the results that they want. But anyway, um, Steve, not Steve, Don was a high school teacher, and he ran an innovation course for high schoolers. And now, after some years in that, he's doing he's out of the classroom, but continuing that work in communities around America. And with everything going on right now, he has developed a again, free, great resource, free course for high schoolers right now, and is taught by incredible authors, entrepreneurs, just various people with different messages, different life lessons to share and impart. And this is a free course for high schoolers that they can go through right now. I think it's 10 days. It's great content, and what it is, it's designed to change mindsets, to get people to thinking about uh, change mindsets, starting that entrepreneurial spirit, starting that thinking out of the box mentality. And I hate that term, thinking out of the box, but thinking differently, lateral thinking. So again, it's a free course. I'm going to include his contact information in his post as well. And I learned about it because I follow his podcast. He has a podcast as well. I'm going to include a link to the podcast, and you can trace the podcast back to his posting, and that's where you get the information for the course. But two great resources for school leaders in various positions. You got Steve Bowler, and if you have high schoolers, This is a great, phenomenal course. I hate my kids are out of college because I would want them to hear this message from Don and his co-presenters. I truly would. So hope that helps, and we're going to I'll share those out with you towards the end of this. Alrighty. So the message that I'm going to share with you today, going back to how we can think differently now with in our education efforts to supporting kids at home, goes back to what I mentioned about revolutionary learners the day before, and revolutionary learners being goal setters. So I kind of alluded to this then, but traditionally in schools is task oriented, and it's tasks created by teachers. And I'm not knocking anything. You know, that's how I was. That's how I was. That's how I was as a student, K-16, maybe even K-18 for graduate degrees, and then that's how I started teaching. But now I know different, and now most of us know different. And when we know different, we should do different. So the task oriented piece of do this, now turn it in, get a grade. Now you have learned it or you haven't learned it. That's not how learning works at all. And we should be transitioning. We need to transition out of that in our schools. And that involves a lot of steps, a lot of things that we're not going to be able to go through in a short video. But as we transition out of that, one of the things that we incorporate in as we try to move out of that adult-centered piece to the learner-centered piece is having learners actively engaged in what is going on in designing their learning, in determining how they want to explore something, how they want to research something, getting some feedback from them on how they want to demonstrate their learning, and then how they can communicate that they have or have not learned it. So there's a lot of layers in there. But when we involve them, part of our involvement is having them set goals for what they want to do. Now, you think about goal setting, that is a lifelong attribute. That is an attribute that only benefits us throughout our entire lives. Learning how to set goals. You know, when you hear advice from people, from adults right now who are helping other adults at various stages in their life, they'll ask you, have you written down your goals? Do you know what you want? And there's something to be done and said about being able to set goals and how to work towards achieving those goals. So now in this time right here, as I say, we can find opportunity in crisis. Just because we're in a different learning environment doesn't mean we can't explore some of these things. So how about if we look at some of the tasks that we have in front of our learners, maybe rethink them a little bit, twist them a little bit, and look at them as opportunities to how can I have my learner go deeper into this? And then what goals can I help them set? You know, it's that might take some work. That might take some work. And that's why I am committing to, you know, if you want to talk through some things, connect with me, connect with my co-author, Darren, connect with the other resources that I'm sending out to you, those people. Looking at things differently takes some time and it takes some work. It will not happen overnight. Right now, given what we have going on right now, we just want to make sure that our students are productive, that their time is being well spent, that we're taking care of them, and that's absolutely great and fine. But once you get your footing, take a breath, and let's look at and seize an opportunity in this time that we can do some things different that are truly learner centered. And that's the piece. We want to take care of each other. We want to be safe, be well, make good decisions. That's number one. Number two, number three, number four, number five. But rethinking what we have right now as an opportunity, that can come and that can happen. And truly, when we come out of this, and we're going to come out of this. When we come out of this, we're going to look at a lot of things differently, and we're going to start asking a lot of questions, particularly the experiences that we're having right now. And these suggestions, these thinkings, these resources that we're sharing out, these are some of the ways, some of the starts of how we can do things different. So again, great to see you. I hope you're well. Listen, I'm getting in yesterday I got in like 20,000 steps. Can't believe I went walking an hour, walking another hour, then walking another hour. Um, I'm thinking the best disinfectant is sunshine. So I'm getting my vitamin D in, and it is fantastic. So I encourage you to do the same as well. Um, Oh, I'm also listening to, I don't know if you know him, but I follow him on Instagram. His name is Jay Shetty. I'm going to spell that right. Shetty. Great guy, motivational coach. He's into wellness, and he just leads daily meditation sessions. It is incredible and fantastic. And if you are following him, you'll know this right here, and just in breathe in and breathe out more. So that's another great resource as we're in our environments with our learners. Yeah, go through social studies, science, math, blah blah blah. But hey, there's no reason. Absolutely incorporate some meditation and some wellness in our daily practice. Let's get our learners early now attuned to different ways for wellness and fitness. So anyway, thank you guys for listening. Please share out. I am here to help. We are here to help and connect, because this is an unprecedented time. I keep saying it. Most of us were thrust into this. Most of us were thrust into this without really preparation for remote learning or digital learning, and we're kind of out here right now. So whatever we can do to help, to wherever you are, we're glad to. So be well, be safe. You guys take care. Love you. Talk to you later.